Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be all about my franken products. So you know how much I love to franken. If you've been on my channel for a little bit, it's how I get stuff out of my collection quick. I usually make, like, say if I'm getting close to, because I don't like to repress and repress and repress, because it drives me nuts. I don't like seeing holes in my products. It's not my cup of tea. So when something is starting to get like a little too holy, coincidental. Okay, that's a little bit better. Then I start to like franken. So let's get started. So first I'm going to show you, of course, I have two foundations that have been franken. Are these two? This is a Kick-Ass and of course the Joa. Kick-Ass they've been mostly franken with, like I say, if I have a little bit left. And this guy, I usually pour the rest of it, scrape, let's get as much out of the thing bottle, and then go into, like say, because I'm not like 100% wasteful, but still. So that's why I've been using these guys. So that's where you've been seeing him for a long time, or my L'Oreal that I just finished because they were franken. What's in it? I have no idea. Exactly, but it's usually, I think some of the L'Oreal's in there, a lot of stuff. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, so there's those two. All right. Next I'm going to talk about is, I guess we're going to do, still work on the creams, I guess, is this little dude right here. So of course he doesn't look too frankeny, but that's because he has a little bit of the Revolution and the rest is Team U. So once I get the top of it off, like you can probably see it, the top part of that off, that's the rest of the Revolution, instead of just keeping the tiny little bit in a pot, which drives me nuts. And I just stuff it in here, so he's a little bit on the top. So other than that, he should be back to his normal self soon. And then this little dude. You know, I hate this little guy. So here's his little Hucky Puck. This course used to be, I forget what the brand is called, but still, it's starting it. But it is one of those people, like, some of the YouTubers or TikTokers, Instagrams go nuts of this stupid little thing because they didn't patent the eyeshadow. Why? I have no idea. So my franken, I'm going to swatch some of this stuff for you so you can see what my frankens look like. So that's what he looks like. Has a little bit of the Lottie London one I had. A lot of Lottie, decent amount of Lottie London. And also some of my LA Colors cream shadows that started to go bad. Right, how to get a drink of water and, of course, feed Puss. He likes to have pepperoni. So anyway, so this guy has a lot of the other Gore wand things. I'm not sure if I have one like, not kind of like this, but in more like, let me see if I can find one. I have about one couple of them, but still, the same time I get lost. Because it drives me nuts when that little guy gets lost. But yeah, I can't find one at the moment. But yeah, kind of like this wand, but it's from the brand LA Color. So about a few of those, and that's been keeping this guy so it's not so starting to dry out. So it's actually been lovely. I've been really liking it. Okay, and then this guy. So I did actually move my cream shadow from my Maybelline in here also. So it has the rose gold, it has amber bronze, and of course the Maybelline as well. So I didn't have too much of either. So this is what he kind of looks like now. So now I've been using it kind of like as a highlighter. That's what he looks like. I know you guys be like, ooh, pretty as a, in a shade, right? The formula, the cream shadow, I really don't like. It's a little bit, sorry nose, it's a little bit on the, like, say, wet, but it doesn't seem like it's not really great. It's a mousse shadow, so it's not very great as when it hit like a stain powder type of thing, because it's, yeah, it's not the best in the world. And then, of course, the famous Franken blush, which I'm getting so over this thing, but I am starting to like it a little bit, so he's going to look disgusting. I know I stored up a little bit, so he's not as disgusting, but he's still disgusting. And the funny part, no matter how much I try to make it a little bit, at least a little bit different, it always ends up that, which is fine. I don't mind it. I don't mind the color. It's fine. But yeah. But you can tell he's not 100% mixed. But that's what he kind of looks like. All right. And let's do powders. Of course, that's a dumb idea because that's all lipstick. This guy adorable. I know you guys all love him. Big cat. Look how big he is. He's so cute. Who's gonna be 4 soon? He's like me. This poor little Brit. He's not much of a lab cat. He's like, I don't do lab cat, mom. Wayne. And he doesn't like to be held too long. Okay, so let's talk about this guy. This guy's been franken 6 million times. It's because it was this. And I get medium deep for, which is basically a bronzer shade on me. And they came in a kit from Pat McGrath. It's been pretty close been done, but it's been kind of frankening some bronzers. Franken bronzers that are a little bit too light. Too dark. Not like my cup of tea type of thing. I got kind of over them, so I made a face powder. So this is basically done. Maybe have like a little bit left. So most of this stuff is some eyeshadow, some of those franken bronzers that I had, and anything like that. So this is the face powder I have over my face to set it. And that's the swatch of it. So it's not too bad. It's a little bit on the pinky side, but most stuff is. It's starting to get a little bit more warm, but yeah. So it's not as bad as it was, but still it's, in my opinion, pink. It's more neutral, which is better than what it was. That's what's like all over. But yeah, so that's that. Alright, now this is like kind of ridiculous. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 freaking franken powders. Ugh. Alright. So let's start off, I guess, let me find the bronzers. On your highlighter. Like I should know which ones are and which ones are not by now, but still. Anyway, I love to at least get each of them. So I got 2 highlighter. What the fuck are you? Your highlighter. And I know this guy's kind of like a blush-ish. So I'm going to put the blue blushes. Okay, so let's do the 2 bronzers. So here's what this guy looks like. Hi. Don't be a dick. We don't like dicks. He's been like that for years. That's when I got him, this thing wasn't super secured. So luckily, so I've just been keeping the compact because I absolutely love it to death. That's what he looks like. Let me swatch it. This guy is actually from the 2 Fenties. So that's what he looks like. So of course that's the 1 Fenty, the 2 Fenties I had, the lighter one, the bronzer, and of course the highlighter, which I use as a bronzer. That's what they end up being, which at least is more bronze. Like it still works on me, but it's a little bit, I know people's going to say it's way too dark. I need to blend them out. So that's what it kind of looks like when he's blended out. So you kind of get that, yeah. So I might do like how, I might do a full swatch and then blend it out on the other side so you can see the difference. So this stuff blends out, and this is this full swatch. That might help a little bit. Now let's talk about this guy right here. So that's what he looks like. Another brown. So this one's a little bit lighter than the other one. And that's what he looks like when he's fully swatched, and that's what he looks like when he's more blended out. Both of them are sort of in my team project pan, but I don't remember which one. I think I updated my project 10, so yeah. Which I think the Dior compact's going to be in the team project pan. I'm not sure, but yeah. Let's okay. All right, so there's the 2 bronzers. Yippee-ki-doo. Now let's do the blushes. So this is kind of like a blush highlighter. That's what he looks like. Even seen this guy 6 million times, and I even made it bigger. Great job, Sarah, right? I figure I might as well use this big giant palette and make a big ass blush out of it. Why not, right? So now let's kind of blend it out. So that's what it looks like for a swatch. Now it looks like more blend out. It's borderline highlight on me. It still works as a highlighter, but it gives me not the most, gives me more of a glow. So there's that guy. So that's what it looks like when it's on my cheeks. Then this guy, it's a little blush I made. Trying to get Puss to actually use a little box, and no, he hasn't covered that yet. So this is what he looks like. The blush I made. This is a lot. I made this guy up eyeshadows, like pink. Like I don't mind pink eyeshadows, but you know, be cute as a blush, you know. That's the full on that one, and that's why he looks blended out. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you like it like this. How I did that. Okay, now let's get into. So I did franken the Ofa, not the Ofa, the one in the Becca, and the one in my Team Project Pan. And I realized my highlighter was actually the one supposed to be in Team Project Pan was my Dose. Oops. But yeah, so these two are now together. Happy ever after. That's what he looks like. Yeah, can it get any whiter? Like Lily. So that's that one. So that's what it kind of looks like. And that. It doesn't look too like that bad on my cheeks, but it because it has like a pinky hint to it, but not very much. Then this bad boy I absolutely love is this guy. Like gorgeous. I believe this was from the Ofa and another one, I think. Ofa and Dose, I think is what it was. That's what it looks full on. That's what it looks like a swatch. You probably can't see it swatch, but I believe, let me kind of show you what it looks like. I think this is the one I have on my cheeks today. I'm not 100% sure. And I just use my freaking, I use my bad one. I need to use my good one. See, it kind of gives me a, one of those on my cheeks. It doesn't look so, of course it's going to look way dark on my hand because, you know, we've been through this 6 times, right? Then here's the next one. This guy, I believe, had some eyeshadows I made out of it, I think. So there's that guy. Eventually, I would just love to put the blush and this guy together, but whatever. Or that big one in there. Make it a little bit lighter. So there's that guy. So he's I like that. And then that. I just did it backwards. Oops. Oh well. My bad. So let's do this again. I just did it backwards. My bad. Oops. Okay, what's this other dude at? You little bastard. There he is. He's like, hi, Delphic. You cute. Okay, so that's Delphic. Okay. Alright, there you go. So full on. Swatch out. So yeah. I'm actually going to move the highlighters over here real quick so you can see what it looks like a little bit better. which I think is funny. I actually made the highlighter very similar to the other one. Like, you can kind of see it now. Yeah, very similar, like, right? So, yeah. So there's those. So, yeah, that's all my franken products I've done so far. I need to get these franken dudes out of my collection because obviously these are frankens. Of course, like I said, my three compacts would be these guys right here: my Delphic, my Dior, and of course, my Makeup Forever. These are the Becca dudes. I don't care. I have my Makeup Geek just in case I want to put some single whatever in there, and this guy is going to be tossed soon. Gonna not tossed, but he's going to be like as soon as I'm done with what he needs to do, because I can't really be nice if it was a magnet, but he doesn't have a magnet on him. So yeah, and like I said, I would love to get these two into one. This, of course, being back to his normal self. This guy is going to take 200 years to pan, like literally. But yeah, so hopefully soon. Kind of cool. But yeah, hope you guys like this. Comment questions down below. I love frankening products, especially when a product is getting to the point that it's like a lot of people just press, like they hit pan, then they get the pan bigger, and then they get the point of they can't get a brush in it, then they press it, and I'm like, oh, dude. And it's like I keep seeing people that, like have like a teensy tiny bit. I'm like, move that shit into something else. Like, move it. Like, it drives me nuts. So this is kind of my way of getting products out, is doing stuff kind of like this. It's easier for me. Yes, I would have a lot of franken products. Oh, I do have one. I forgot to show you. In my one palette. What, baby? I know, he's so cute. I gotta find him real quick. There he is. This little guy. I forgot about him. This is the one I made of eyeshadows. So this one's gonna look very cool tone, but that's the idea. Because when I made it, I kind of made it to set my brows and do a nose contour. That's what he looks like. So that's what it's going to look kind of similar to that. Like, let me show you. I always find when you use like a really tiny brush like this, it makes your nose contour a hell lot easier than I just use my fingers. I like so. And I like to take it and kind of like go across it like that to set it. Kind of like so. That's how I use these, kind of like lip powders. I haven't actually used it for a while because I keep forgetting about this lip compact. Oops, my bad. But yeah. So yeah, I forgot about him. But yeah, that's everything for now. I need to like actually focus on like especially like I said, these guys to get them out. So yeah, because of course, like I said, I'm probably gonna have my one, because I believe one of the Beccas is in the team part and the Project 10, then the other one's gonna jump into I believe this guy right here is gonna be jumping into the Project, of course, team, and then the other bronzer is in, this guy is in Project 10, I think. But yeah, like I said, of course, there's going to be no finale for my Team Project Pan because I like to start that on the 1st. And there's no point of basically doing a finale on the 31st and then do one on the 10th. Do one on like the end of December, then do another one at the beginning of January, because I don't do refreshes. I just keep going until I'm like basically how I do it. Some project painters do refreshes, which drives me nuts. Yes, to keep stuff fresh, whatever, but kind of like they hit pan, like takes them 200 years to hit pan on a blush, which some of them do. then they kind of like put it back. It's like, I'm like, you know, we want to see that, you know, what the hell? I'm like, you know, we love seeing stuff actually gone, finish out, and type of thing. That's what I like to watch. And when I watch videos, I hate watching someone like take some 365 days to hit paint on a stupid mini blush or a mini highlighter. I was like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard to hit paint on that motherfucker. You know, it's only 0.08. But I'm like, dude, I'm like, hurry the fuck up. I'm like, you know what I mean? Let me know what you like. Do you like when people take like, oh, I think I can, I think I can. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Like they only use 2 or 3 uses, or you like say like people that actually not like breeze through the makeup, but actually use it. I like watching people that actually use the makeup, not like, you know, I'm sitting 10 uses on this one, you know, that type of thing. It's kind of gets kind of boring when then yes, they have a lot of refreshes, but in my opinion, it gets kind of boring when they have I'm doing 10, 10, you know, that type of thing, and then it takes them a whole month to hit 10 uses on a blush. I'm like, okay, you know, it's only about 30, 31 days of the month. It drives me nuts. But yeah, let me know. Comment and questions down below, everything like that. I'm hopefully to do something else tomorrow. I need to, like I said, to show you my these lid guys I'm working on, so you can all see those. Like I might just add like my duos, like my smaller palettes, you know, my duos and my trios in here, and next stuff in my smaller palettes. Plus, you're freaking cute. But yeah, I hope this little douche took a pee in a litter box. You better pee in the litter box, dude. Be a good boy. And of course, Lulu's birthday's on Tuesday. So, come here, little. It's almost 6-month-old. What? My Lucy. This guy cute or what? And yes, he acts like he's about 2 months old. He's like, I'm 6, Mom. 6? Tell me that's a big 6-month-old kitten. Oh, yes, right now you're almost 2 years old. 6 months. Big baby. He's a baby. Alright, see you guys later in my next video. Bye, guys.